He said it gone.
Today's a new day.
I've been telling Josh to grow his hair to its man bun level.
I'm gonna get a man bun.
Oh, Josh,
pull it, bro. You pull it back.
I'm gonna get a man bun,
over.
and I'm gonna go like a half on the sides.
It's
Josh,
game
you
over
put the
for
little
you.
string on.
Absolutely not. No
You
shot.
gonna have black children.
You gonna have
Bro, your black
washed
Mexican kid, he
string
will be
thrown
hooping
at
and being
you.
good at soccer.
String on. No.
You pull it back
Yes.
a little bit.
Yeah, just the
You
whittle.
gonna have you a
I got
the
a
whittle.
widow's peak.
Juan
I can't
Gonzalez
pull
gonna
my
be
hair
your
back.
baby.
Listen, yes. Josh is over for you. You get a man bun.
Juan Gonzalez.
Kwan.
That
Yes.
dude gonna be crossing people up in basketball and soccer.
Yeah.
What's good?
Josh, I'm telling you, if you do that, just the black women are gonna be showing up here to Kev on Stage Studios. They gonna find you. Where is Zaddy? Where is Zaddy? Poppy, where are you?
All right, ready, Angel? Angel.
What's are you? Oh, you eating a little bally
Yeah.
thing? Okay, I was like, what is that? Okay, I'm ready.
All right. What up, y'all? It's your boy Kev on Stage. Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on Stage, and this is.
That chick Angel.
And we got another banger podcast for you today. Bring you all the bangers every week, every Wednesday. Smash that like button, smash that notification button, smash that subscribe button on the podcast. 5-star rating so we can zoom up in the podcast ratings
Banger
every week.
Yeah.
Almost ran out of breath.
Right. That was some good cardio right there.
Yeah, I want to shout out to the Patreon who's watching this live. You can join us at KevinStageStudios.com. 1,300 of us watching live.
1,300.
1,300.
Hey.
1,300.
How y'all doing?
Watching live. Before we get into the topics, shout out Cardi B.
Hey.
Number one single, WAP. Billboard, her and Meg Thee Stallion. And she posted my message from the Keep Your Distance comedy show.
She surely did.
On her stories.
She did.
Which led it to be, I want to say something like 500,000 on the gram.
Was it a 500,000?
800,000 views.
I'm rounding up. Anything past 75, I'm rounding up.
And then I checked the analytics, which I hardly ever do as far as like the deep analytics. And it was like 10%, 15% of accounts that were not following me.
Oh, that's good.
Shouts to 12%.
That's great.
Usually I have 1 or 2% accounts that are not following me. So shouts to Cardi.
That was so nice of her.
Shouts to the WAP.
Shouts to the WAP. I asked my audience what I should preach about. And I bet myself $100 that it was going to be Cardi B or WAP.
Of course.
99% are WAP. So that's from the Keep Your Distance comedy show. Was amazing. Again.
It was. Can I tell you my favorites?
Comedian?
Yeah.
Yes, I'd love to hear it.
I love Dustin.
I knew
he was going to be funny. I did a Zoom in with the homies with him, and he's one of those people that are like, it's almost unassuming. Like all of a sudden he says something, and then you realize you're laughing because he's stupid. So I thought he was absolutely hilarious. Obviously, Takara was already one of my favorites going in.
She's just so comfortable on stage.
She is so comfortable in any situation.
And she followed Tony Baker.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing.
Takara is like
just walking in her season.
Yeah.
I love her material too.
Yeah, she's got great material. And then I loved everybody. This is not to say I didn't love everybody. And then James Davis surprised and I've seen him perform before, and I just loved. I'm glad he addressed what he had on because I was trying to figure it out.
And he lit me up too.
He did.
He lit me.
Was shooting fire at you.
He lit me up and then was like, I think you're a godly Christian man. I look up to you. You're also out of shape poorly. I thought it was hilarious though.
It was good. It was good.
I promise you this is something.
It is.
It is something. I have not had a chance to work with all these comedians like this, and I am so glad that people get to see live comedy. I'm gonna tell you the two comments that really warmed my heart and made me know I'm on the right path. One, this has actually happened a lot. Disabled people are like, Kev, thank you.
Oh, fantastic.
They hit me. Somebody hit Leonard, was like, I'm not able to go to live stand-up like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm disabled. I don't want. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But because of this, I'm able to watch live stand-up and it feels like I'm in the club. Another person said, I got roasted so bad at a comedy club like 20 years ago, I never went back. Right? That's not my style of comedy.
Right.
But that was good. But then somebody in the military emailed and was like, my husband's stationed in Afghanistan. I'm here. We can't do anything. So this is our date night.
Oh, that's
He made
beautiful.
sure he had, 2 hours away from work, like early in the morning, I guess. And I had that. We watched. We were texting each other. So thank you. And I'm like, obviously, none of that was my intention.
Right.
I literally was just like, I want to do what I love.
Yeah.
How can I? And the comedian, Tony, was like, I will come every...
I see. Tony
was like, I don't care if you have African-American ladies night, Asian night, church, I will come every time. Thank you for doing live stand-up. So make sure you hit the tickets, KevinOnStage.com. I think we got CP, Ryan Davis, trying off the top of my head. Precious.
Oh, yeah.
Big Irish.
Oh, I can't wait.
Big Irish Jay.
Pressure's gonna cuss for real.
Oh, yeah.
Precious can't hold it in.
I couldn't even post her. She sent me one of her jokes to promote.
You
I was
said,
like, girl,
I can't put that on
come
mine.
on now. She was like, I just try to slide it by. Who was the other person?
I could look up the flyer for you. Just so many
Davis,
people.
Big Irish Jay, Tony Baker. Oh, maybe it's Tony.
You just have so many people.
Tony.
Tony's
back on it.
I can't wait until if this is a goal of yours, but I would love to see how you can create an also VIP experience on top of.
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it, but I don't know how yet.
It'll come to you.
Yeah, I do have a ladies' night scheduled. First show in October.
Okay.
Ladies' night. Also Tony. He just was like, please.
I need Tony to sit down. It said ladies' night.
Just like,
I need him to sit in the audience and clap and laugh.
Tone's got a residency. Tone's got a residency.
He's a show fave. He's a show fave. All right. So shout out to everybody who came. We love you. Now to the first topic.
Please.
I woke up at 4:00 this morning. I don't know why. I fell asleep early, woke up, and this was all over Twitter. NBA, a woman,
a lady,
one of your chromosome havers, proudly,
yes, she did,
sucked 7 NBA players' peens in a row.
Slop on
Magnificent 7,
like corn on a cob.
Magnificent.
She did.
3-6. What you know about 3-6?
Check in with me and do your job. Lay on the bed and give me. Okay,
man.
yeah, I know.
So Josh, just put a little piece of her there. You don't have to post the video if you don't want, because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, just post the thumbnail.
That way they can get a frame of reference of who facilitated
the
Magnificent
thumbnail
7.
is even going to be sticky. It's a lot.
So everybody on Twitter was talking about it. The thing that's interesting is there was ownership in herself. Okay, Josh, just run the video real quick. Just a piece of it.
Okay,
I know. Why are you doing this to
Okay,
me?
don't post it, Josh. Never mind.
But I mean, we could. We're already not monetized on this
We're
video.
not monetized. Can you put a little piece where it's like, where she just says what she does, but without...
It's lit. I can put the It's Lit clip.
Okay, put it lit. So, here's the thing, Angel.
Tell me.
You're familiar with like Superhead.
Okay. Corinne.
Superhead was like, this is what I did. But she did it in book form.
Yes, she did.
And sold that book. This girl was like, I sucked them peens. And the guy was like, did you get paid? She was like,
No monetary gain.
She was like, were you like embarrassed? She was like, nah, it's lit.
She was like, it was lit. I'm fine.
I mean, maybe she has a servant's heart.
I
don't know.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know this. It's so far from who I am as a person. I was like, first of all, already I feel I guess unskilled, because seven random like, are you kidding me?
7 is the number of completion
It's
in the Bible.
it's a lucky number.
I am a novice then. There's no way. That was more of the thing. I was like 7 unto completion. She didn't say just like I played around with this one, moved to the next, until completion.
Until completion. That's the starting 5, the 6th man, and she had the whole playoff rotation. You only run 7 or 8.
I missed the into completion. That takes some time.
Listen,
You're clocking in. That might be a lunch break. If you cross 5.5 hours in California, you need to take a lunch break.
Speaking of lunch break, the guy was like, what did you do with them? She was like, swallowed them.
Yes, she did.
Lord,
this
Jesus.
ain't no Jamba Juice.
Lord.
That was a sperm smoothie. She had coconut, pina colada, But it was penis colada.
She went. I just
semen colada.
I just don't understand what type. Like she was in the Olympics of dick sucking, and I am not. I just don't even know how you get up that type of skill.
Oh, she skips pre-qualifiers for that.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Usain Bolt of peen sucking. Here's what I'm interested in, Angel.
What are you interested in something?
Here's what I want to know. I want the man who's went to a WNBA player's hotel and ate 7 coochies in a row. I want the man who was like, this tongue had sandpaper. It was swollen. I done licked them coochies off the whole Sparks, all the Los Angeles Sparks. I licked them all. Because here's what I'm telling you, I couldn't do. I couldn't sit up there with 6 other men in line.
That's what they did.
I'm not secure with my body enough. Do you wait naked? Do you have your shorts on? I'm not comfortable with like, man, I don't want her tired when she comes to me. I don't want to even have these conversations.
Yeah.
I just like one person that I'm married to in darkness.
In darkness.
I don't even want to catch my own reflection in the mirror
because the curtains,
it'll take me out.
The street lights are on too.
Right.
I don't want no
catch
movie.
A little orange in there.
Ain't no porn. If it's me, it's just like that's somebody's father. He's out of breath. He's sweating. I'm like Mister and this color.
I doubt she sanitized the station in between clients.
That's the other thing. I was like, what type of like sanitary methods are happening? Like, are you not worried about like what might form in your mouth because of what is on or in their penises?
The Bible says,
amen,
no weapon formed against me shall prosper. This girl is she said they sat around the bed and she just did that.
I don't understand how you don't get tired. Like, I don't understand.
No, I'm not tired.
There is no way. I'd be like, gotta make this up. No. And the fact that they even decided, they knew that she was doing it to some dude that worked for the team. And they were all like,
right. She said she was already in the midst of
she
the struggle.
She was in the midst of getting smashed, and they decided to roll up. And she was like, let's get lit. We got lit.
This is, first of all, that term is getting thrown around way too loosely nowadays.
Because I've never been lit, apparently.
This is not lit.
This is your generation.
Yeah.
We millennials.
Yeah.
We millennials. You know me, Angel.
I'm millennial.
No, you ain't.
Yeah,
then I'm not millennial.
When were you born?
93.
I'm actually
you ain't millennial.
I'm not millennial. I'm zillet.
You ain't with us?
They kicked me out when
you born 80 or 79?
80. They kicked out 80.
No, you in.
They
What's
recently
millennial?
did it. 81. They kicked me out.
What is you, baby boomer?
I'm zillennial. I'm the Generation Z with the cross of millennial.
Oh, 81 to 96.
Yeah, they kicked me out recently. I was like, oh my goodness.
I thought it was 80.
It used to be.
Who decided to switch it to 81?
They saw me and was like, it ain't no millennial. Look at how she acted. She way too
there with
old.
her white diamonds.
Yeah.
Surely
she's not millennial.
So me and Josh millennials?
Yeah.
Where were you born? 93, Josh?
Yeah.
Josh was born when The Lion King came out, Angel.
Dear God.
He was born when The Lion King was released into theaters. He was a baby. We were already walking around.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Joshua.
I was 10 whole years old, and Josh was like, I can't hold up my neck.
I was on my way into high school. Dear.
No, you
I
were
could have
not in
babysat him.
1993.
Hold on.
I was 13.
We're not getting past this situation, man. I'm still sitting with the thought princess and the 7 Peens.
It was a lot. It was a lot. He said,
I'm not getting past. That is an extreme amount of numbers.
That's what it was like. Was it Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs?
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
She was working overtime.
She was. And then obviously there was a lot of things for me that were problematic. While I'm all for women owning their sexuality and stuff, there was 2 things she said that were hella problematic to me. One, obviously, we were all lit, meaning they were all on some sort of drug or intoxicated.
Something.
So I'm like, baby girl, you can't consent when you on something. You cannot consent.
Not 7 times.
Yes.
Not once.
You cannot consent if you are on something.
Legal representation.
The fact that that's not even a thing in her mind, like she feels as though that is okay. If she was completely sober minded, like, oh no, I was fine. I just had some soup, and I was like, you know what would go well with soup is some semen. I would have been like, okay, she's in her clear mind and she wanted to do this. And then then when she talks about Trey's songs and him not wanting to let her leave the hotel after pissing on her eyelashes because she was very mad. She was like, "What the hell on my eyelashes?"
The crazy thing is the Trey songs is a big. She didn't name the team in that clip, but in the comments she said it was the Suns.
Yeah.
But in the clip from the podcast, let's just put the podcast in the description of the YouTube in the podcast.
The no jumper thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me. In the podcast, in that same clip, which did not go viral, she was like, "Oh yeah, and Trey Songz peed on me, and wouldn't let me leave." And I was like, "Ma'am, that could be a crime,
right?
Depending on how you're like, if he's physically not letting you leave, that is a crime. I'm not saying he did."
But if that is
the way
case,
she said it, she said he wouldn't let me leave.
He said, "You cannot leave until I leave," and held her purse and belongings over the balcony.
Right. That was casually thrown in conversation. Casually could be a crime.
Yeah.
That's what they got OJ on.
I can believe
That's kidnapping. If you don't let someone leave by threat of force or with a weapon or whatever, that's technically considered kidnapping. It doesn't. I didn't know that until OJ, by the way. I thought kidnapping was only like grabbing you and like taking you to another location. But if I go outside of this front door and I'm like, Josh and Angel, y'all can't go.
That's kidnapping.
Until do something. That's kidnapping.
Well,
and I was like, man.
It was like in the office when they held the pizza delivery guy.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
There you go. But I just don't get how I wonder how to, when we talk about protect women and stuff, how do you protect these women if they don't feel like they need protection? You know what I'm saying? Like, she obviously did not want to get peed on.
Right.
But she got peed on. He literally painted her face with pee. Which brings me to Paint Your Life. Our family has been able to get together for quite a while now, but I found a way to be able to bring us all together even during these times safely.
How did you do it, Angel?
When I heard at paintyourlife.com, you could have an original painting by a world-class artist done by hand from a photo. I thought, what a great idea. And it must be expensive. But is it expensive, Kev?
No, you know it ain't expensive if we telling you about it.
It's affordable.
It's affordable, guys.
Okay, you can get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price. Choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. User-friendly platform lets you order a custom-made, handcrafted portrait in less than 5 minutes. Quick and easy process. Get a hand-painted portrait in about 3 weeks. Okay, guys, like, obviously this place is full of wonderful art.
Yes.
Right?
And we got our Paint Your Lives at the house.
Okay, well, who did you get painted?
I got the whole family. We take a lot of pictures. When we were on tour, we took a lot of pictures. I got me and Melissa. I sent one to my mom as a gift last Mother's Day. Sent one to my grandma. Oh, people love pictures of themselves. They was like,
yeah.
Oh, this me, I look good on this.
Somebody painted this?
Somebody painted this. It got me on some canvas. So yeah, I sent them as gifts. I got them at my house. It's lit.
It's lit. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited offer, get 20% off of your painting. That's right. 20% off.
20% off.
And free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word RR to 64,000. That's RR to 64,000. Text RR to 64,000 and paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter most.
So I'm curious. I want to hear the rest of your thoughts on that, like protecting women. What's the balance between, because it's kind of a conversation around WAP too, between, because I saw a lot of, when I put this in the Patreon Discord, a lot of women were like, no. So I'm curious, as a woman yourself, what's the line for you between agency over your own body, owning your sexuality, and then like someone who does something that isn't out of your comfort zone? How do you reconcile that?
It's really hard because we are in a day and time where we want women not to feel ashamed of however they want to express themselves sexually. However, it does also feel like, I don't know how to use the words of, if I'm hearing that someone is feeling like they have to accept behavior from someone else and they can't do anything about it, I'm like, that's still not right. But she's not a sex worker, so she doesn't have like a handler that
she has OnlyFans.
well, she has in that way she's a sex worker, but I mean,
oh, you mean this act wasn't a sex worker?
This act was not a sex worker, so she doesn't have a handler that can be like, she said that's enough, leave her alone.
Because her homegirl was not it. Her homegirl was like, she can suck more.
Right. She was like,
her homegirl was the one like, tell everybody.
I know. That's, I did appreciate how like on one accord her and her best friend were.
That's a friend you need in your life.
Exactly. You want a friend that if we going down together.
Well,
but
I'm 7 times. So
yeah, a lot. So it's hard to reconcile. For me, not to like pass judgment, it does seem some of the behavior feels like to me someone who potentially has had some like trauma in their life or been exposed to something a little early in their life in order for certain things to be acceptable. I could be completely wrong.
Well, here's the thing about this. Here's why I want to challenge the notion. And this is not you. This is America.
Yes, please.
Man does this. He is the man. If man took 7 girls down in a day, he's not a thought. He's not degrading. He is the man. He smashed 7 girls in a day. Wilt Chamberlain apparently smashed 100 women. Magic Johnson, threesomes. Like in that instance, when men do this same thing, they are always celebrated. Right? It's in both situations, the women are bad.
Yeah.
If she's the one doing the 7 sucks, she's bad. If she's one of 7 getting smashed, she's bad. It's like no matter what,
who's bad?
the men always are cool. It's always like a badge of honor when it comes to sex. So when women do the exact same thing men do, it is not nearly as bad reported as it is for women. You know what I'm saying? It's like celebrated by men. It's celebrated more. I actually not struggle with that, but I was thinking about that when I was raising as I'm still raising my sons. When you have sons, it's like if my son come home and you catch him on the couch with the cheerleader, it's like, oh, son, stop.
Yeah.
But if your daughter is the cheerleader, it's like, oh, shotgun, that whole thing. Like, I wonder how much that plays into things like this.
Oh, a lot of it plays into it. Like the fact that we set it up at a young age of what a sexual conquest means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is not, and I'm not trying to shame her for sucking 7 different dicks on the same night. I'm not trying to shame her for that. That's not at all. If
in a row.
In a row. In what, like before she clocked out. No break, no smoker's break. She made it happen. I'm not trying to shame her for that. I'm more so talking about like when I hear her say certain things happen that she wasn't in agreement with. Yeah. It's just like, I can't reconcile that of like, how then do we make sure that if we're in a world where everybody can be as sexually promiscuous or not promiscuous as they want to be, how do you then make sure that everyone is involved, their rights aren't being trampled on, like being held without your permission. You know what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't happen. Just because she's letting you smash for no money does not mean that she doesn't have a right to leave when she's ready to go.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely, that's
where I'm kind of like, well, then how do you because it's not like she asking for protection. She out here just like laughing it off. Like he wasn't. I was like, he could have bring in so many other BITCHs. I don't understand why he won't. And I'm like, how does that not?
You chose me. And me.
So I definitely don't want for my sons to think that I want to put the same amount. This is the thing. When it came to being a female in sex, there was so much weight put on my shoulders of, now, when you have sex with you better make sure you love them, make sure you in a monogamous relationship. Where dudes, it was just like, wherever you can bust first, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Where if that's I want to put that same pressure on my son's shoulders. The pressure that was put on me of like, if the first time you decide to do it, like it needs to be with your spouse, even though that was not the case. But like, I want them to have the same pressure that we give females, because I do feel like we are in a bit of a lackadaisical place now where we just putting it wherever. And I'm like, the STDs still do exist.
You could get STD. Hey, Tom. Tahir's not even here. Kevin's messing up all on his own. What he was trying to say is, you can get an STD and COVID in the same night.
Exactly.
I don't know what he actually said.
That was tap dancing.
All over the place.
Skin rink, ding, ding, ding. Yes, that's what it was like.
Skip that diddle D all over that. Friend.
Yes, but you could get an STD and COVID all in the same night. So like there's this like thing of, be promiscuous is not that big of a thing, but there are still like consequences to promiscuity that I feel like people just have thrown out the window. And that might be the older woman in me, but I'm like,
that's that white diamonds talking.
Listen, it is, because I'm like, who wants a baby? Like, she obviously don't want a baby at all. I don't know. She might have some things in place to not have a baby, but it's obviously not.
She got the IUD.
Well, maybe.
Is it IUD?
Yeah.
Or is that the bomb?
No, IUD.
Oh, that's IED.
Yeah, you said it right.
Incinerate it.
But she did say she used condoms with Trey Songz. She did say that.
A pile of them.
Yeah, she said there was a whole bunch.
Let me tell you what. I'm going to just be honest. Because we friends here and watching. All this whole man conquest, all this stuff, I'm tired.
That's what I'm saying,
I don't want all day.
And you risking that COVID now?
Oh man, I don't want to do. That's all y'all just. I
can't.
Dang, again.
I don't want the long sex.
Hungry.
I don't want the long sex.
All in the hotel, just No, I want to watch. I'm trying to catch up on The Office. And I know I've seen it a lot. I want to watch Lovecraft Country. I don't want to be no rock star.
Right. No.
Good thing about being married, sometimes we just be like, me and Liz look at each other like, man, I'm tired.
Yes. It's the
tired.
It's the best.
I don't want to do this every day.
Marcus knows I know how to get mine real quick. So it's just like, listen, sir. Listen, we ain't got to be here all day. I don't like to sweat. I'm thicker now. Crevices. I don't want all that. Same thing. Like, we ain't about to be. To give head that long, you understand how pissed off I would be? I would come off of that thing cussing. I don't know what you doing. You playing games right now, but I got stuff to do. You about to have my jaws all sore. Like, this stuff is going to hurt. I got to do the podcast. I can't talk with a sore jaw. I would be so mad. That type of stuff. Long sex pisses me off now. I don't have time. I do. That's the benefit of being with a woman my age is I don't have the time to be sitting here. Jaws hurting.
Just like, I got them greens on the. I got to get to these greens.
You smell that?
You keep on.
Right.
Keep on, Marcus. If I mess up these greens, don't talk to me for a week. I got this doggone cake in the oven. You over here playing around. You playing on my phone.
Exactly.
Hurry up and finish it and get it over with. And you better hurry up.
You better hurry up. He could tell the tone of everything. It goes from yeah, like, okay, all right, okay, Big Daddy, all right, okay now. Listen, I don't have. What are you talking about?
Out of control, Joshua Juan Gonzalez.
I don't want it.
Senior.
I haven't wanted since my late 20s. After that, I was like, I could get all of that I want within like 5 minutes. Why take 45?
Listen, we don't have to. We don't even talk anymore.
Come on.
That's one of the benefits of being with the person you love and having an understanding, and just like, hey, listen. Some days you have Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
we doing everything
right. Some days,
bacon, appetizer, dessert. And some days you got cup of noodles.
Right.
I'm starving. I need to get me something real quick, and then I gotta shoot. Just let me get that. Let me get a Hot Pocket. I don't need a pizza. I don't need to go to Italy and have it baked in the fire.
Yeah,
give me the pepperoni and cheese Hot Pocket. Not even both.
Right.
Let me get one sleeve.
I know I'm gonna burn my tongue.
I know I'm gonna burn my tongue.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Bring a little hold me over.
Listen, bro. I just need me some fries.
Right.
I don't even need just give me like 6-7 fries.
Right.
I'll dip it in the shake. I'll keep it moving.
A couple sips of the drink.
Boom.
That's it.
I ain't even hungry like that.
Right.
Just need me a little snack.
That makes Thanksgiving so much more special. If we try to have Thanksgiving all year long, we gonna be obese with a baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
There's
With
some
the
mutual
baby.
understanding here.
Yeah. So I don't know how long she'll be able to keep this up. I
That's
don't know.
That's a young woman's game.
It's not my game. I'm not even warming up for that. All I need is a little spit and imagination. I'm ready to go. I don't need all this mess. So yeah, I definitely was. My mouth was on the floor at the entire they were. Josh is so nasty.
That was.
Josh is a nasty man. I was definitely surprised at how free she was in the conversation of it. The fact that her friend was like, she's so nervous. I wish she wasn't nervous. I was like, this is nervous. Girl, you should do the Apollo then, because you've got nerves of steel.
What you talking? If this is nervous, what is this? What is you free? Right. Give us free. What does that look like?
I was laughing because this is one of the early. This got put into our like work text thread in terms of like topics that are coming up. I'm just like, first of all, who are these two women?
Right.
Then I started doing my own research. I was just like, okay, that's what they're about. It was a lot. It was a lot for Ed. Curveball getting thrown into the docket as becoming the lead topic, but I mean it's
we had a pretty solid docket before this.
Yeah.
But everybody on Twitter was talking about this, and I was just like,
Is this?
I'm just not that stuff is usually in the shadows.
Right. It's
like
not
these
no
are the
more.
women that's trying to get into the bubble. These are the girls that dress as a Seahawks player. These are the people that the NBA players are like, I'll risk getting fined. I need to have the perks of my life. So.
And there are chicks willing to do that, and I'm not one of them.
Yeah, no. All right. You good on this? Good on that?
Yeah.
Next topic. We thought Terry Crews was bad. Isaiah Washington is Terry Crews times 1,000,000.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if you don't know Isaiah Washington, he was on Grey's Anatomy. I don't know his character name. We only watched a couple seasons. He was the black doctor that was with Sandra Oh for a while. He did something. I think he said the F word.
Yeah, he said the gay slur.
The gay slur, and then he got kicked off Grey's Anatomy. He has found some other work since then.
Yes.
But what he doesn't feel strongly about is black people, Black Lives Matter. So he posted this on his Instagram. It's a picture of Joseph Biden. It says, every time I open up my mouth, a new Trump voter is born. Not technically wrong.
Pretty accurate.
Joe, if he could just run without talking, he'd probably have a better shot.
Yeah.
But then he wrote the caption of all captions. So right before we get to that, we'll just take a break and shout out to our sponsors.
All right, so let's talk about Raycon. Whether or not you're working from home or working on your fitness, you want what you're listening to be what you're listening to, not what your roommates or your significant other or your children are listening to. Everyone needs a pair of wireless earbuds, but before you drop $100 on a pair, check out wireless earbuds from Raycon. Kev, have you had a chance to try the Raycon?
Let me tell you what, I actually hate to admit this out loud, but I got the Apple AirPod Pros. Kind of feel like I'm wasting money.
Oh.
And I hate to, I'm Apple boy, but they're more expensive and they don't stay in my ears. And I be losing them. They fall out, and then I feel like, bruh, this is the worst.
Right.
And then with the Raycons, I have the same pristine quality at a fraction of the price. And I be wasting money.
Yeah, you
But
do.
I'm not wasting money like that. Like, I don't be just being dumb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I order 3 Postmates at the same time, but that's for different reasons. But I'm not just going to keep spending money on a high-priced headphone that don't do what I needed to do. And Raycon came and saved the day.
Well, let me tell you more about Raycon. Raycon earbuds start at about half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds, and they sound just as amazing as other top brands you know. Their newest model, the Everyday E25 earbuds, are the best ones yet, with about 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design that gives you a nice noise isolating fit. Raycon earbuds are both stylish and discreet, and no dangling wires or stems to distract anyone during video calls. The company was co-founded by Ray J, and celebrities like Snoop Dogg, Brandy, Mike Tyson, Rich the Kid are obsessed with Raycons. Now's the time to get the latest and greatest from Raycon. Get 15% off your order at buyraycon.com/RR. That's buyraycon.com/RR for 15% off Raycon wireless earbuds. Buyraycon.com/RR.
RR. All right, so here's the caption from Isaiah Washington.
Okay, get into it.
And it's a doozy. It is a doozy.
Doozy.
Sorry, but you so-called black people, BLM Marxist organization ignoring, Obama the black Jesus loving, white and black feminist following, liberal tears crying, Antifa useful idiot puppets, no vision having, Black Republican hating, no reasoning having, hating for no reason, coon calling, no business understanding, fools voting for sleepy Joe Biden and Kamala blank Harris, I'm not going to say that about her, are just as useless and a waste of hate-filled DNA, just like that bigoted, misogynistic, sexual abusing, racist, sundowning pedophile is. This will be easy work on November 3rd. So y'all just sit this one out with your I ain't do nothing, MSM infected, TDS having, cancel culture loving, non-critical thinking, immature politically, no policies reading, all lives matter rejecting, stubborn reparations wanting, easily offended, easily manipulated, easily swayed, Gucci stealing.
Yes, he's going in.
Stimulus check cashing, setting black folks back 50 years, no dignity having, not the Black Street, no dignity, no doubt.
No doubt.
No dignity having, black on black crime committing, self-hating, thinking you slick as Al, elder disrespecting, black-hearted, no job wanting, looting, burning down your own neighborhood, no work ethic having, pink vagina hat wearing.
Wow.
I don't even know what that means. Non-peaceful protesting, immoral, backstabbing, lying, cheating, thieving, burner buying, old lady robbing, carjacking, cutthroat, staying on code, criminal loving, savage acting, putting a target on your black back, non-cop complying, no self-respect having, twisted, illogical, emotional, perk swallowing, baby mamas having, twerking all day.
That's when I
hard,
got offended.
Africa hating, uneducated, too educated. Which one is it? It's both.
Listen, I was like, oh, you coming for me now.
Uneducated, too educated, pants sagging, big pimping, hoe chasing, DM sliding, tweet dragging, trolling loving, multiple Twitter account having, burner using, too much weed smoking, don't know who your daddy is, you mind your business. He came back when I was 14.
Right.
And don't care to know, hangry, unbelievably ignorant, please sit down, have all the sweet seats and swallow 4 more years of Trump after this historical landslide for the books. To actually think, tweet, and post otherwise is just dumb. Real dumb. More than dumb. Profoundly dumb and psychopathic. I'm done. Trump landslide, make America great again.
He is like Terry Crews if he became an X-Men. Like, this is like his mutant power. You know, it's like Terry Crews as a mutant. That is what Isaiah Washington is.
Man, that was literally he has anger in him. I think he does not like being black.
He doesn't. Like, if like I said, if the character Coon was a X-Men, he would be that person. Just the biggest, I hate my people, I hate my skin, I hate our culture. He is that. And I don't even know where this is placed, like where this anger is placed.
Song for him, Angel.
Come on.
If you don't mind. And
this will be his theme song. And look at the cool.
Yeah!
Cooking for you. We'll be cooling for you. Hey, look at the cool. We'll look at the cool. We'll be cooling for you. Like he really doesn't like black people.
Angel.
At all.
Literally, you know you're mad when you say educated, too educated.
Yeah,
you're just mad at everyone with your black skin and your dancing.
That's what he
and your
should have said.
cocoa butter and your fried chicken and your greasy lips and your watermelon. Like, bruh, do you black though?
He doesn't care. The thing that Kev cut out, he literally called Kamala Harris a hoe.
What is that?
It's, again, patriarchy.
But what about her says
nothing about it? But because we've always made women who have sex as a bad thing, you just going to use a term, a derogative term. Oh yeah, you a hoe, as if that has anything to do with anything.
Right? Like, that's not even like Kamala's thing that people always get on her is she was a prosecutor cop.
Yeah.
Right. She was tough on crime. Or she's not black enough. Like, nobody says she was a hoe. Or I think she's married to a white man.
She's married to a Jewish white male.
Yeah. That I don't even see that as much. Well, maybe in the she's not black enough thing. But it's usually she was a cop, too much of a cop, prosecutor. But just calling her a hoe because, like, bruh.
He's petty, and this is why this man has had a hard time keeping good jobs. Like, who wants to give up a Grey's Anatomy job?
Apparently, he's on P-Valley.
I wouldn't be surprised. He is. And
Is
he? Yeah, and that would be the closer version of him. A little shisty. A shisty man. Shisty.
I don't know, this came across my timeline and I was like, man, this is literally the thing that's interesting is these are not just stereotypes related to politics. This isn't like, okay, Black Lives Matter, Marxist group. I've heard that before. But then it was just literally every stereotype about black people in the history of the world. Like, the thing is, it's as if those stereotypes won't be applied to him.
He hates himself.
Yeah.
He literally hates himself. And I don't know what made him go onto this tirade, like, today, like, or whatever day he did it. Like, what was the thing that set him off? But I do find it strange that he felt the need. Like, I also don't know, like, what is the outcome he's hoping that a black person read and be like, you right. God dang it. I do be using a burner and I don't know who my daddy is. And I do have a baby mama. And I don't be reading policies. Like, what? I don't know.
That's a fantastic point.
Like,
is that caption? They're gonna be like, "You right, Isaiah Washington.
Right,
Trump, man.
That's where I should be at.
Maybe he'll teach me who my father was.
Yes,
and I can finally get rid of this burner."
I'm like, what is the point other than you want to just tear down black people even more than they already are?
The interesting thing about this is there's been black Republicans since the beginning of time.
Absolutely.
Black conservatives. Only in the Trump administration has it been like, you ain't with us, right? You know, like, I know of people who were voted for Bush and matter of fact, I'm pretty sure my pastor at the time voted for Bush.
Oh, I think mine did too.
I think pretty much my whole life, most of the leadership in the churches basically voted on and pushed this across the pulpit, abortion and gay rights.
Absolutely.
We're like, wherever you stood on that is on those two things,
you got to vote.
Yeah. So I was actually curious. I was thinking this a couple years ago because remember Obama was against gay rights his first term, but by the end of his first term, he had switched.
Yeah.
In the future, it is more likely that both presidential candidates will be pro-gay rights. Pro-choice. It's possible.
Yeah.
And I'm curious how evangelicals will vote when that is off the table, because that's their one. A lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people in my life, that's their. It doesn't matter where you fall on anything else.
Yeah.
But these two policies, like obviously most other people have the idea that neither candidate's going to give you everything you want.
Right.
Or I agree with everything you want. But anyway, I kind of got sidetracked.
And I think to answer that question, I think what the conservative option or whoever is running will do, regardless of whether their stance is, they're not going to make it a part of their platform. That's how they will avoid the evangelicals of, no, I completely get it, but it's not going to be a part of their platform at all.
Got it. So they're not campaign. You don't think they'll campaign on it?
No, because
but when asked, they'll be like, women have their bodies thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a candidate? I was watching a documentary. I think he was against gay rights, but then his daughter was gay. Who was?
I don't know. Was a presidential candidate?
Yes. Was it McCain?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think McCain. Maybe the Patreon will know. I'm waiting for them to say it in the comments.
It
might be the McCain. One of his daughters had moved to. Oh man, Cheney. It was Cheney.
Oh, Dick Cheney.
It was Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney's daughter was. That's what I was watching the movie on. With Christian Bale.
I don't know.
Angel,
I know who Christian Bale is. I just don't be liking to watch his movies.
What was the Cheney movie? The vice president. He was the vice. It was like basically
Vice.
It might have been Vice. Cheney was doing everything, and Bush didn't have that. Yeah, it was Vice.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm not gonna be getting any help. So y'all keep going.
Movie. You should watch the movie.
Okay, I don't be liking. What's that white boy's name? Y'all just said
Christian Bale.
I don't be liking.
You don't like Christian?
Dark Knight.
Ugh.
Oh my God! Angel Nikita Ward takes me the actress.
I knew it had to be one thing.
This podcast is over.
I'm not.
You don't like The Dark Knight
because of Christian Bale. Because of Christian. And I stand by this. I stand by it. Like that girl stood.
You know, we were doing so well. Angel.
I'm sorry.
You try to support black women. You really want to be for them, but they don't like Shy. They play the 112 song, and you allow it. And then they say they don't like The Dark Knight.
And no, Christian.
Your favorite movie?
Christian Bale made me hate it.
You can stop at any time.
I'm just gonna tell the truth.
Why? We had a great relationship.
We did until you liked the dude that I didn't like. I did not like it. I did not like him in it. I didn't like the voice he used. I didn't like all that saliva in his mouth when he talks. I didn't like they kept trying to make old girl seem sexy who's not.
That I agree with.
There was a case.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Exactly.
Stop.
They keep trying to say she's sexy. I was like, why am I having to do this? And then he be an ass. He be a butthole.
As a person?
Yes. I can't support that. I'm sorry. He's too much of a
All I
dickhead.
agree with you is the Maggie Gyllenhaal. This is bad, but when she blew up, I was like,
they kept saying,
Yeah, I
oh,
hate to
she's
see
so
it.
sexy. I was like, who?
stop.
That bulldog. And I don't even want to call her that. That is not nice. I should never talk about a woman's looks like that. But they force the sexy part on
They
you
be
so
lying.
bad. It just be like, y'all.
They be lying.
So
Anyway, back to your hatred of. I'm not even saying he's a great actor. I just love that movie.
I couldn't get past him and her. So, and they were integral parts.
Did you like Batman Begins with Katie Holmes?
Yes.
Did you like The Dark Knight Rises?
I can't even remember what happened in it. It's always so dark.
Bane?
Oh, Bane. Okay. I remember pieces. First of all, I'm way more of a Marvel chick. I don't be into DC comic stuff like that. I'm sorry.
The Dark Knight trilogy is the best superhero trilogy of all time. Okay, it's the only.
Iron Man is better to me.
Oh my God!
I love Iron Man.
Better.
I love
Iron Man. Iron Man 1 is amazing.
One, you can see it.
Still
It's
doesn't-
not all dark.
Oh
You might as well put me in a
Does
cave.
not touch the Dark Knight. Dark Knight's in my top 5 movies ever.
Iron Man 3.
Loved every single one.
You're lying.
I do. I still
really?
watch. Yes.
Where they had a million suits for no reason.
Yes. Flying, killing.
It was dumb.
I loved it.
The villain.
I loved it. The villain, what he used to be, was he a wrestler? He was
No,
old
that
time
was 2.
actor.
That was
Who was
Mickey
the villain?
Rourke.
Yeah, Mickey
The
Rourke
villain
was
in
it
the
too.
3 was Val Kilmer with the fire and stuff.
Val Kilmer.
Villains 2, there was in Monte Carlo. And
Yeah,
then,
I remember that one with the
That's
whip.
2.
And then what was the one with the fire? Tell me
It
about
was
it.
when he was trying to kill Pepper Potts.
Yeah, Pepper. She was all hot. There people were getting all hot, and Pepper was
Angel.
hot. She had on a cutoff. Her abs was good.
Angel.
I loved it.
It's not better than The Dark Knight.
No way.
It was better because I could see it. The Dark Knight is like when you turn down.
It ain't
the
called
light
the
on
light
screen.
night, the bright
When
night.
you take it and you turn down the screen and it be all dark and you can't see. Who got time for that?
Oh, it
I
was
got
Guy Pearce.
LASIK.
It wasn't Val Kilmer. It was Guy Pearce. They be looking alike though.
I got LASIK in 2006. I need more light than that. Maybe if they turn up the light, I could see what was happening.
I am.
And I can't.
I am.
What's his face? The Batman and all of those in the 3 trilogy. Was he the
Christian
Batman?
Bale.
He was the Batman in all of them.
Yes.
Of course, I hated it then. I don't like him. I don't like him.
It was so
I don't
much-
want him over in my house. I do not like him. Get that old little short man who played Batman first.
Michael Keaton.
Put Michael Keaton in there and I'll watch it again. Get Christian Bale out. He had so much saliva. He needed some water.
His voice
Was terrible.
Where is she? I laughed.
It was horrible.
I laughed when he did it. It took me out the movie during that part.
It looked
but
like-
Heath Ledger was
No.
so good.
Heath Ledger was great. But that man, Christian Bale, sounded like he was with that OnlyFans girl and got all that cum caught up in his throat. Don't nobody want to listen to that for 2 hours. Cum throat as Batman? I don't want it. But what I do want is Legacy Box.
Disrespectful.
It's a simple, super simple mail-in service to have all your videotapes, camcorder tapes, and film reels and pictures digitally preserved on a thumb drive, DVD, or the cloud. Do you need to rescue your recorded memories but haven't had the time or known where to start? You want to keep these irreplaceable moments forever? Have them digitally preserved so they can stand the test of time and can be passed down for generations to come. Kevin, listen, you're going to have to get over your pain, and we're going to talk about the things you could do with Legacy Box. I tried to put my VHSs on DVD on my own, and I got through one. And I said, this is too much
work. It's too much work.
I ain't got the time.
I don't know. Legacy, I ain't got the time. People like you and I, we grew up. We've had the most changes of technology.
Yes, we have.
I remember like videotaping stuff. My boy had stolen a video camera from school.
Nice.
And he used to put this is how I got my start. He put a tape in there and we would shoot sketches, right, in order. You had to shoot them and edit them, shoot to edit. And we take that tape out and put it in and watch it at Melissa's house. And them tapes, we still had them.
Yeah.
But anybody got a VCR? So
listen.
Legacy Box, when we move, we going to send them down to Legacy Box. When we moved, we sent them down to Legacy Box and got them back on DVD. So I can show my kids. I mean, they weren't impressed, but at least I had them to show them.
Right,
so.
That's what I want to do with all my talent show tapes. I want to put them on DVD with Legacy Box. Legacy Box is a way for you to easily and affordably digitize and preserve your past. Get back perfectly preserved digital copies on not a thumbnail, because that makes no sense. A thumb drive, DVD, or the cloud. Ready to watch, share, and enjoy. Legacy Box is the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos, and has helped over 850,000 families digitally preserve their past. Get started future-proofing your memories today as you can gather the family and begin the trip down memory lane. Go to legacybox.com/RR to get an incredible 40% off your first order. Buy today to take advantage of this exclusive offer. Send in when you are ready. Go to legacybox.com/RR and save 40% while supplies last.
Okay, Angel, let me just...
Oh my gosh. Why you want me to hear this man's disgusting
voice? I'm not even doing that. Just listen. Tell me you don't like this.
Gotham, take control. Take control of your city.
Come on, Angel.
This is the instrument of your liberation.
Your liberation.
The Spain.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
You're not moved? Okay. Let's not stand on ceremony, Mr. Wayne.
Not as serious as yours.
That's wrong.
I'm watching this tonight.
Just to spite you. I'm watching all three.
I hope you...
Let's not stand on ceremony here.
Here.
Mr. Wayne.
He called him Mr. Wayne in the suit, Angel.
He did.
And told him, and then beat the brakes off him, broke his back, had the mask off, no future.
I fell asleep.
You did not.
I did. I fell asleep doing it. You know why? You know why? Because it felt like the lights were being cut off. It was like night, 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 night. I was like, I listened to Sean Connery in a mask. That's what Bane sounded like. Sean Connery on a ventilator.
I am giving you chance after chance.
I don't know why. I'm trying to tell you where I stand on this, Kev. I don't know.
Ra's al Ghul.
What'd you say now?
The League of Shadows. The first Batman. Liam Neeson's as Ra's al Ghul.
I don't remember.
I am Gotham's Reckoning.
Let's be clear. I'm not into Batman, first of all, like that. I'm not into it. And y'all know DC does that. That's the only movie, quote unquote, that they do well.
I agree.
So I don't.
That's the only one. Christopher Nolan also is one of my favorite movie directors.
Okay.
I love Memento and Inception. And I do hate Dunkirk. You know, everybody can't win all the time. But The Dark Knight is my favorite movie.
It's good for you. I'm
and
happy
what
for
makes
you.
it worse is that you like the second and third Iron Man, which are patently worse than the Dark Knight trilogy.
That is not a true trilogy.
The first Iron Man is amazing. And actually,
the second one
and
too.
I 100% agree that Marvel far better movies
Yes.
overall than
Hands
DC.
down. Hands down.
Hands down. I'm not even going to argue there. But even most people who love Marvel would agree that The Dark Knight is the one thing that DC got right. And then when Christopher Nolan came out, they went right back to being trash.
Okay. Not my cup of tea. I'm so sorry, Kev.
Somebody, George, don't you hate when someone doesn't like your favorite movie? Yes. And to double down on it, Angel then has movies that are not good.
I'm sorry, but I could watch the Iron Man today, 2 and 3, for the heck of it. Actually, we watched it last week.
Iron Man 1 again.
2, I said 2 and 3
Does Marcus
last
feel the
week.
same about Dark Knight?
I don't know what he feels. I don't even care.
Is Marcus at work?
Of course he is.
He gonna answer.
He probably is, because he's going to think, oh, Lord, something happened to my wife.
Something has happened to your wife. She went plumb crazy. She's talking cash crazy, as Angel said.
I loved Iron Man 2 and 3. 1, they brought on Don Cheadle. They got rid of...
Terrence done messed that back all the way up.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Why he do that?
I heard he got
He got paid more than RDJ for the first one.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Well,
and then he was like, pay me more the second time.
That was
like,
RDJ's
all right.
saving grace.
Ooh,
He at
said
work.
he'll call you back. I'm talking to Marcus and just letting him know how you out here embarrassing the whole Tanksley name.
I think he likes the movie, but every time we've tried to watch it together, I have been into quick slumber. That Gotham needs some streetlights, first of all.
It's the Dark Knight.
But Gotham City needs some streetlights.
Dark place. It's all part of the overall message.
Well, the overall message to me is night-night. Night-night. Take a nap.
Why would you back down from this? See things our way.
I did like the first one, though. I did like the one.
Batman Begins?
Yeah, I like that first one. I love the Joker. I love was Jack Nicholson. And then
Oh, you talking about the first Batman?
yeah,
with Michael
go back
Keaton.
there. But Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
I like who was it? Who was the Danny
DeVito as the Penguin?
Yes.
They did not age well though.
They did.
I watched it with my kids. I was like, whew, but then they got so bad. When Michael Keaton wasn't Batman, that stretch where it was George Clooney.
So
and
why do I got to give The Dark Knight a chance when they kept doing bad ones? They kept doing bad ones.
As an actress, okay,
I will never be in a Batman because they don't deal with thick black women. Let's keep going. As an actress, what? Look at another project you will never be a part of.
I wasn't going to say that. But you made such a good point. On IMDb, The Dark Knight is rated 9.0.
Well, good for him.
Now, Iron Man, I'm interested in what Iron Man 1 is rated because it should be on par, but it's probably lower. 7.9. Disagree there.
They're haters.
But let me tell you what Iron Man 2 is.
Oh, that's a high five then.
Iron Man 2. 7.0.
Same as Iron Man 1.
Marcus, by the way, said no. She wasn't into it. She's weird. That is your husband who said she's weird.
Well, he calls me weird regardless of my...
Okay. Iron Man 3. 7.2.
Okay, so they all rank the same.
Y'all good at math? What's that about average?
7.
Yeah, about
7.1. Yeah, 7.1.
Okay. Batman Begins. 2005. 8.2.
Okay.
Dark Knight, we already said. 9. Dark Knight Rises. I'm going to say 8.5. We'll see what the people say. Survey says 8.4. Our fellow industry agrees this is a better thing.
Kev,
just agree with me.
Let me tell you something. 4 years ago, people voted in Donald Trump.
Oh, God.
Okay, so if you think that I'm going to agree just because people voted this, I didn't agree with the president. I still don't agree with these movies. Turn up the ISO, and then maybe I'll like it. And then get somebody other than Christian. I can't do him.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Ben Affleck?
Moving on, Joshua.
Ben Affleck? Oh, God. Oh, no. I wasn't a fan of him
I
either.
didn't support the movie either. I was just throwing... People say he was a good Batman.
I like the little small older man. No. What's his name? Michael Keaton?
I'm tired
He
now.
was a good time. Let's talk about the people at the church, Kev.
Now, this is crazy. Okay, so, church done moved online. I'm gonna spare her name, Josh. When you put this up, blur the woman's name out. She ain't deserve this, even if she did.
Oh, it was funny.
But Gary Lancaster Black.
I'm not blurring the name.
Gary Lancaster Black went on to Facebook during church. Women is singing socially distanced in church. His spurned lover, I imagine. He said the left singer cheated on her boyfriend with Pastor Riley, got pregnant and had an abortion.
I love a good grenade. I love. He threw that grenade into them comments.
Angel, any one of those statements alone is enough.
Right.
She cheated on her boyfriend. That's one. Just alone.
That Outreach Center tea was hot.
Everything, every word after Josh cheated on her boyfriend with the pastor.
Yeah.
Name dropped the pastor.
Yeah, it did.
That's two.
Come on.
Got pregnant. I said, girl.
What you talking?
And then I said, Gary Lancaster Black. He fired them comments off during praise and worship with no remorse.
Here's an
Angel.
Throw them out there, and they don't even know. They just up there singing, "What a mighty God we serve."
She got the boy. She was having sex with the pastor.
What y'all saying?
She got pregnant.
Angels bow before him, heaven and earth. Teresa, they talking about you. What a mighty God. Teresa, they talking about you, girl. Sir, Teresa.
Angel. And then the funniest part is that there's only 143 people watching. But in that town, he dropped a bomb.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And she's singing. So she go and sit down, check her phone. Somebody hit her with, girl, Gary done told everything.
Everything, girl. They didn't listen. Was that the pastor's baby? Is that why you couldn't come to choir rehearsal? Is that why? Girl, we raised money for you. We did a goddamn GoFundMe. Was that to terminate the pregnancy? Teresa.
Was that to terminate the pregnancy?
Did a whole GoFundMe, girl. That better not been it.
Angel.
Yeah, I wonder if he's the boyfriend, if that's the reason.
100% is the funniest thing about it, the girl on the left. Just so y'all know who I'm talking about. Not the middle, not behind her, not up on the steps. The girl on the left with her hair pulled up.
Yes.
She broke my heart.
The alto that's a little flat. Her, yeah, she did it. That thing hurt me.
Everybody's in trouble. The pastor, pastor in trouble too.
Oh, yeah, pastor, did you do it? Did you? I don't even know that girl like that. I don't even talk to Sister Teresa like that. But it is unfortunate that we're gonna have to disable the comments during service. That's what we gonna have to do. Rodney, figure out how to disable the comments.
Small group ministry is getting out of control.
Right. Because now, he gonna have to do a statement.
And this from Tahir people. Just right there in St. Louis.
Oh, you said Tahir's people.
Tahir from East St. Central Baptist.
Listen.
East St. Louis?
I would be, if I were anyone involved, the girl, the pastor, a member, I would be so embarrassed. Gary don't care about you, him, the baby, your mama. I'm telling everybody. This is the Tasha Smith scene in one of those Tyler Perry movies.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes. I love it. You know what? When people be hurt, sometimes they just need for everybody to feel a little bit of something of what they feeling. So that's why I'm like, throw the grenades, babe. Because if he's the boyfriend and this happened, go ahead. Ruin everybody's praise and worship.
You don't even go to that church no more.
No.
I left the church because that leadership was over there smashing with that
and
woman.
you know she gonna get sat down. She ain't gonna be on the front line for a very long time.
Do people still get sat down?
Yes, they be sitting folk down. In St. Louis, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I grew up on getting sat down.
Oh yeah.
The baby's father never got sat down.
Never
he
got
was still on the organ.
Still up there. Baby's on the way.
Drummer, they never got sat down. I remember one of my church, the drummer and the girl had the sex. She got pregnant. He was on the drums. She got sat down.
That's what they do. It's so sexist, but they still be setting people down. They surely surely be setting folk
You
down.
can't, but as the pastor, you can't sit her down when you the one that got her pregnant.
Oh no, then he gonna listen. If he don't want to lose his job, she gonna have to sit down, cause somebody gonna be like, pastor, you gonna have to rectify this. You gonna have to say something. He gonna have to do an Instagram live. All right, it's come to my attention that it's a rumor that I've had extra marital relations with Teresa, and that from that she was pregnant, and I, as the great prophet Jada Smith said, I did have an entanglement. I did. It was while me and the first lady was separated. You know, he'll come up with something. He'll come up with something.
Oh, when you, Chris, you can flip it. You know, I was in my season where I was not hearing the voice of the Lord.
Yes.
And there was a familiar spirit.
Yeah.
There was a Delilah. Mm-hmm. My God.
Yeah.
I was derailed by the WAP.
I was about to say, you better bring it in, Pastor.
I was derailed
By the WAP.
You know, my wife, you've been married many years, 25, 30. You know, them things that used to set up high, they looking down low. They swinging low like sweet chariots.
Like a chariot.
You know, Teresa came in here thicker than a snicker.
Oh, yes.
You know, I was distracted. You know, David was a man after God's own heart, and he was distracted by Bathsheba.
Yeah.
And I'm still a man after God's own heart. Don't let the sin in me remind. Oh my God.
Hey.
Just because there's sin in me don't mean that God can't begin in me.
Hey.
Yeah, whoa.
Hey.
God only has flawed people. Who am I?
Who are you?
I'm but a man. She had a sundress on, and I was blinded. I was looking. I saw my wife. She was wearing white diamonds. This girl looked like Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion is her name. I do believe. I recall. I do believe. I'm not sure. Mother's like,
Her knees was good, Angel. Her knees was strong. She went down low. Wasn't no popping and crackling. My wife go down sound like popcorn in the microwave. She in the pop. I got to help her up. This young girl had vibranium knees.
Yes.
She went down and twerked that thing. I mean, you know, I'm apologetic to the saints.
apologetic, Mother Church. This is what happens when these young girls don't wear stockings and slips. You see, the stocking and the slip will give you an opportunity to change your mind, because you got to take the time to get the stockings off. And then you can let the Lord speak to your heart and get out of there, girl. Get out of there. But when you don't have on the stockings, you ain't got no time to let the Lord talk to you before you're slipping and sliding on somebody's pole.
They really thought them stockings was going to change the game.
Yeah.
You know, see what happens is without the stocking,
Hey.
them ankles look moisturized.
Oh, yes.
And they'd be
it's
like, well, look at that
distracting.
glisten. Yeah, because it glisten, the legs is shining. With them
Yeah.
stockings, it just be looking ashy, and you'd
Yeah.
be like, never mind.
Never mind.
And that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all ain't got that girdle on. You got them girdle on, it'd be hard to get off. And he'd be
Yeah.
like, you know what, God, that's where I'm going to go ahead and
Right.
stop.
Right.
But y'all, it's too easy. She had a
Do it.
thong.
She wasn't even wearing panties because she's not holy. Wasn't up there singing praise and worship just with a punch just wafting in the air. Wafting. I knew that wasn't anointing. I knew it wasn't anointing.
I was up in that alabaster box. You don't know the cost of my praise. Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah. That was that man's morning announcements. He surely did. I love a good grenade every now and
That
then.
is that church will never ever live that down.
Oh, never.
Y'all remember what Gary did over during COVID?
Yeah. Listen, I would love to be the alto in their choir. Being there when this happened, the big girl in the back with the big dress on and the mic.
The orange and
I
the
would have
jean
loved
jacket.
to have been her. Just like, wait a minute, what's going on? What's going on? I'm going down to what? Hold on. Work it out. Oh, work it out. Woo! Work it out. Work it out. Oh, they talking about Teresa. Yeah, I would have been. That would have been the best day of my life. I've been like, I knew it. I told y'all. That's why she get all the solos. And she can't even sing like that. She can't even sing like that. That's why she get all the solos. I knew it. She been sleeping with Pastor.
Choir rehearsal this week.
Oh.
Be waiting for the choir director to talk about it. What we gonna talk about?
We gonna have a meeting before I teach y'all any song.
Exactly.
Apparently, y'all been listening to R&B.
Come on. I'll be like, let's hurry up and get through this opening prayer because you're gonna have to talk about this. Talk about it, because I'm not learning that new note until we address it. Not that new note. Oh, I would have been here for it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
There were some good secrets in church.
Oh, the best one.
Oh, man.
Delicious.
The best one.
Secrets. Oh, I knew some stuff. Once I started working in the ministry.
Oh, that's when you hear all of it.
I had to sit. I said, y'all praising everything but the Lord in here.
I'm telling you, church folk be the honoriest folk. You like, wait a minute. He's sleeping with who?
Man.
In a what?
What you talking?
Oh, that's why he was gone for 3 months.
Oh, I was in there like.
Yeah.
And it don't just see when you're young, you think it's just the young people.
Oh, no. The grown folk.
No.
Be
Them
getting
old
into
dads.
grown.
Oh, the message.
Boy, and them people be having beef. Mm-hmm. Church mothers, big beef.
Yeah. It's what's for dinner. And I'll be here for it. I'll be like, what didn't happen? What? And then I remember I showed up to church to fight somebody. Let me tell you.
Hold on.
To fight a dude, actually. Because he had my mama's name in his mouth, and that's what you're not about to do.
Let's pause for 1 second before I just want to pause you. I remember when I showed up to church to fight somebody. I'm sorry. We've known each other a while. This has never come up. Please do tell.
And everybody know when I show up and I'm not there for trouble because my clothes be real wrinkled. You know that because this is when we had to wear dresses in the sanctuary. So they like, oh, Angel done just pulled that khaki skirt out of the back of her trunk. She is not here to worship nobody. Come meet me out in the parking lot because we need to talk. Come meet me out in the parking lot. No. It was so funny. He talked about my mama to somebody who knew my mama, and I was saying something about my mother's church, and they were like, oh yeah, who's the pastor over there? And I said my mother's name. I didn't say it was my mother. They were like, oh yeah, I heard she's crazy. I said, skirt. You heard what? From whom? He was like, such and such said it. I said, oh, I know such and such.
That's crazy.
Best. I know
such and such. That's who. Okay.
Oh, he think mama's crazy. Well, I'ma show him crazy.
This Angel.
Not me.
This Angel.
Not me. Come on. Because I throw hands. And I'll do it in the sanctuary. Try Jesus.
Such and such.
Don't try me.
What was you saying about my mama?
Come on. I'm about to whoop you up out of your Just for Men suit. That's what I'm about to do.
I know what he said, such and such, about getting slapped.
Yes.
He done talked about my mama. Now I got to cut you.
Now I'm about to beat the patent leather up off of your shoes.
Try Jesus.
Try Jesus.
Not Angel.
Come on, falsetto.
Because I will throw hands. Hey.
Angel, did that song play in your mind way back in time?
Oh, yes. Before it ever happened. There's a couple of times. My sister Daisy, I had to come to her back, and she's a fighter too, but she really had the Holy Ghost in her. I was like, oh, he's not there like that on me, so I'll show up. Two children's church to fight.
So what happened, girl? Did you fight?
Oh no, he was just like, no. I was just, I didn't mean it in that way. That's not. I said, well, here, let me just tell you this. Keep my mama's name up out your mouth. That's what you gonna do.
That's a ratchet girl's creed. Having the wrong name in your mouth is violence worthy.
Violence.
Just don't even talk. Don't even
First
say.
Commandment.
Don't say, hey, just keep my name out your, because now I got to knock it out your mouth.
Right, exactly.
Obviously, you comfortable with my mama's name in your mouth. So when I hit you twice, I'm gonna take my mom's name out your mouth.
Right.
And then you keep it.
Yeah.
Okay? I think it's hilarious that he saw you coming with bad intention. He was like, girl, listen. Hey.
He was like, no, that's not what I meant it like in a joking way. Because I'm like, my mom ain't never done that to you. Why would you ever say anything about my mother? Like, I'm confused on why you're stupid in this moment. Because I might not have no brothers, but I don't need any. I will whoop you myself. That is what I will do. And so somebody came out, Angel, is everything okay? I don't know. We about to find out. Is everything okay? Yeah. I mean, my husband is almost fought. Oh, go ahead.
No, your husband almost fought somebody?
Yeah, in the sanctuary. And my sisters were like, Angel.
Try
He
Jesus.
didn't say nothing about that when I texted about
Oh
that
yeah,
Batman.
my sisters were like, Angel, get your husband. I said, for what? For what? For what? If people don't know my husband by now, and the things that you won't do is talk to his mama with a too stern of a voice. An adult man raised his voice at his mother.
Oh,
What am I gonna do?
It's a wrap.
talk about my mama.
It's a wrap.
What am I gonna do?
That's rule number 1. Son or daughter.
Rule number 1: you cannot talk about my husband's mama, nor can you raise your voice at her.
Oh, come on, bro. You got to see me.
Like I was just like, they were like, get your husband. I was like, maybe y'all should do it outside. I was not. That was my advice. It wasn't.
Just don't fight over the do this and remember to me table.
Yeah, I was like, just maybe outside in the parking lot. Just don't do it in here. And he was like, nah, it's whatever. I was like, it's whatever is what he's saying. So that's all I can add. But go ahead with your story, please.
I was a part of a massive gang fight at church. I don't think I've ever told you the story.
Don't you ever talk about my one-on-one?
Massive
A gang
fight
Church
in
gangs.
church. This was when I was in the ministry. My boy on the organ, and he was wrong. Okay, he was up at the club the night before. He was at the club every night.
Smelling. Came into church still smelling like the club.
Came straight.
Uh-huh.
Spent the night. Came straight to the thing. Apparently, and mind you, this is all church boys at the club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he disrespected this dude somehow. Disrespected his girl. Said something crazy. And disrespect him in the club.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, pull up, you know where I'm at. Sunday morning, I be on that organ.
Uh-huh.
It was right there.
Ready.
I'm talking about when altar call was over, right? You know, we stay at church and we just be there. So a lot of people had left. Me, Melissa, and my brother, pastor, deacons, people who be up in church till the end of time was all there.
Uh-huh.
These mugs pulled up 4 or 5 cars deep. Skirt. Popping doors out. Where he at? Where he at? He was in the church on the organ. Okay. I'm outside. Kids, listen there. We like women get in the church, right? Couple people, couple of the men was like, I'm gonna make sure I take them in the church as well. They wasn't out there, right? I never forget. We know who was outside when it was time to do what it was time to do. Now, what's crazy is these was our boys. Like, we know them from church. We used to hoop with them. They had forgotten all those moments.
Oh, yeah, they were like, forget
At this
that.
time,
Hoop
they
about
had
what?
violence on their heart. Angel, they hop out the cars, okay? Old pastors and deacons, our pastor from Chicago, he was with everything. He was like, I ain't had to do this in a while. He had 2 dudes in the headlocks. He was young man. We throwing punches. You know how hard it is to fight in Stacey Adams?
I was about to say, yo, it's Stacey Adams.
Sliding all over the
Ice
place.
skating in the.
We was sliding all over. I'm throwing punches. I ain't really connect with nobody good because I can't, you can't really plant yourself with the Stacey
No,
Adams.
no.
Sliding out.
Them
Yeah.
Giorgio Brutini, they don't have good fighting grip.
Nah,
we got
nah.
these big old Steve Harvey suits on.
Oh, right, exactly.
My boy, dude jumped on his back. He big boy. He 3 on him, probably 4 on him.
Oh, wow.
Dude jumped on his back, choking him out. I grabbed him off. Later on, he was like, I peed a little bit when he was choking me. He was like, I couldn't breathe.
Of course.
He was like, a little pee had came out, and then when you got him off me, it was. Bro, and one of my boys be watching the podcast. He was our enemy.
Oh, wow.
That day.
Wow.
I mean, he always be like, Kev, remember? Yes.
Yes, I remember when I had to fight you.
We was out here throwing hands in the parking lot of the church. Old deacons, all these retired military dudes, all these young men,
Just out there fighting.
just fighting in the sanctuary. Melissa and them was peeking through the blinds.
Oh,
Watch
see,
out.
I would have been out there. Y'all would have been mad at me. Angel, get inside. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight.
This is Angel. Hold on. This Angel's theme song. Hold on. This you, Angel. I need you to know this is you.
Yes.
She's princess. This is Angel right here.
Look, if you buck.
Yeah.
Look, if you buck.
Yeah.
Look, if you buck. Bye. Yeah.
This was playing on the altar on the sanctuary.
Look, if you buck, boy. Hey. Yeah, all day. Look. Hey.
Hold on.
We knuckin' and bucking and
Marcus, you're here live on the podcast.
why?
What's happening?
Angel, your wife, whom we loved, doesn't like The Dark Knight. Marcus.
She's
she's kind of hard to love like that sometimes.
You know what, jerk?
It's difficult.
Marcus,
I love her, but
how do y'all live in the house knowing how she feels about this?
That type of thing is why you need separate restrooms, separate sides of the closet, separate vehicles. That's why we got 3 couches in that house, because some things that just disgust you and you just want to get away sometimes.
You just be looking at her knowing how she feels, Marcus?
I prayed about it. Talked about it. I don't understand where to go from here. Maybe we should check out BetterHelp.
Marcus, thank you. My phone finna die. I just wanted to make sure you was okay. All right, I'm hot. I will see you in Bald and the Beautiful. All right.
Oh Lord,
Ever
I hate
get a
it.
BetterHelp campaign?
Bruh.
Using that clip.
Yeah.
100%.
Marcus is my dog.
Thank you.
Bald and the Beautiful. I can't wait till this doggone COVID let us go outside.
We leaving.
We got. I ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah, man.
I ain't even gonna talk about
Don't
it. I'm
even
telling you, bro. We 2021.
We out here.
Y'all, let me tell you. Finna be lit. No, not lit. As
I was
in,
about to say, I'm not getting lit
never-
like that,
I'm
guys.
never using that phrase ever
Never,
again.
ever getting lit
again.
like that.
it's finna be exciting. I'm just saying, it's just finna be exciting.
Oh man. But yeah, I love good church.
Oh, it's
Mess.
the best.
I
man.
hate when I miss it. An old church that we used to be at that fell apart. You know, churches out here fall apart really easy. And we were at a church where the pastor had gotten a divorce, and then apparently he was getting ready to marry a woman back where he was from in New Jersey, but the woman he was having an affair with here thought she was next. And it turned out he was misappropriating funds. And actually, they have a connection to your church.
What you talking?
Oh yeah, and the not the pastor who was doing the mess, but some people that are in connection with your church used to go to church with us, and so they led a coup. At the
cool.
At the end of service,
You lying, Angel.
came in to call him out, and me and Marcus had already left. You talking about hot? We were so mad. We were like, why do we miss all the good stuff?
You just
Why?
love mess.
Oh yes, I don't want to be in it, but I don't mind watching other people's. I'll be like, oh.
What do you mean they let it cool? What does that look like?
They came in and were like, and addressed him in the sanctuary, in all the congregation. About the stuff that he'd been doing wrong, the misappropriation of money, misconduct with females in the church. Yeah, they came up in there.
Why y'all leave early?
It was like, because I think it was like right at the end of service, so we went ahead
Y'all
and
just
bounced.
tipped out on.
Yeah,
we just
like,
they just going.
I was like, Holy Spirit, why didn't you say something? Should have known something was brewing. Oh, I was so mad. I was to call everybody that we knew. I was like, so what happened? Tell me exactly. Go slow. I want to know. Sydney used to go to that church. A lot of people. The comedian. Sydney is funny. The comedian.
Oh,
Castillo.
Sydney Castillo?
Mm-hmm. He used to go to, Major used to go to that church. Yes. Yes. And the church just fell apart.
I remember when I first came to LA, I went to this one church, and it was me and Zay when he was shooting the Little Rascals. Mm-hmm. And I tell you, it was one church. That's actually the name of the church.
I call it onesie. Go ahead.
Yeah, onesie.
Uh-huh.
This church, I had never seen this many young, beautiful people in a church.
That's why we call it onesie.
It was a casting call. One time, I meant to put this joke in my set. Eventually, one time I was at that church. 2 interesting things. One day I was there the day Common won a Grammy. He was at church that day. Left there in 3 hours. He was winning a Grammy or an Oscar. Mm-hmm. And another time Tank was behind me, and we was singing praise and worship. Mm-hmm. When Tank is singing praise and worship behind you,
this is a good joke. You
just don't even. I was just like, okay,
sir,
Darrell. I mean, just we get it. I mean, I'm just like, to worship you, I live. To worship you, I live to worship you.
And he's singing and like he's trying to get Jesus' panties off. You just like, the Lord is not interested, Tank. He's interested in your heart.
You just tagged my joke for me.
Boom.
It's better than anything I have.
We are cutting
Jesus
this
wears
part out
boxer
of the
briefs
episode.
for sure. Right. The Lord wears burlap boxers. He get him from Galilee.
There
You
you
know
go.
Jesus is wearing. He full coverage. He ain't. Jesus got burlap boxers on, and I know that man from Galilee because they had them tunics.
Yes.
You got to have coverage. Under
Yes,
that.
yes.
But this man Tank took me all. I was just like, oh, enough. I get it.
Right.
Doing all this.
Calm it down.
Sweating on you.
Shut up.
Shut up, Tank.
We all regular in here.
I went there. We visited there once our church fell apart. We visited there to try to see, and everybody was too young. I was like, oh, these people, I can smell the breast milk. They are too young. Okay, that's why I call it onesie, because they all wearing the outfits with the snap in the crotch.
Angel is
And
in
there,
rare form today, yo.
and there was a chick.
This maniac. This woman has literally no filter.
I can smell the breast
She is
milk.
I can smell it.
Out of what were you doing before this podcast? You are insane. I'm like, this girl is crazy. This woman is out of her mind.
I'm not. But listen, one girl came in, not to judge her, but she had on booty shorts and thigh-high boots, and just the meat at the top thigh
Oh,
was
she
out.
about to go out after.
Yeah, or she just came from going out. One of the
maybe.
two. And the Spirit of God spoke to me in that moment, was like, we can't go here, because I could feel the spirit of desperation of somebody wanting a husband, and I didn't want nobody to get confused.
That's that spirit of the Magnificent Seven.
Okay? I didn't want nobody to get confused and think my husband was a part of the
I've lost
Magnificent
control
Seven.
of this podcast.
Listen, I didn't want it. I said, I'm going to end up having to lay hands on somebody in this church for thinking that my husband is supposed to be their husband. You know how people like to claim people's spouses? The Lord had told me.
Listen, there was a time in my life, and by the way, I love Teray and Sarah. Just want to put that out there.
Oh, yeah, they're good people.
Great people. There was a time in my life, and listen, Melissa don't say much. There was a time in my life when we were doing plays in Washington, and there was nobody else moving like that. Like there was, in Tacoma, you was not getting no auditions, nothing like that. So we had plays. This one girl had come from the plays to the church, and she had came with us on a couple outings, and she dressed in a similar manner. When I tell you, Melissa D. Fredericks was like, she don't act no more. I was like, huh? She was like,
Ended her career.
there's something, I don't know what it is, but I seen a twinkle in her eye.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you once, don't cast that woman. I said, what? Who? I never seen that. I never seen that. I was like, what?
See, that's the
We don't
version
have
of
no
Dark
pla-
Knight I
Listen,
like. The Melissa was the Dark Knight. That's what I like. Yeah.
And Melissa tiny. This girl happened to be like almost 6 foot tall. Melissa is 5'3", but she hits hard.
I
And
believe
she
it.
Will
don't say-
knock anybody out.
I can believe
She
it.
hits like she had boy cousins. And she was like, Kevin.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't do nothing. What you saw in her? You saw it. I not saw nothing. What? Promise you, that was it. She's like, when's the next play? I don't do that.
I don't know.
I work
don't.
construction now.
I am here for that.
Listen, that woman don't play.
Right. We don't got time for this type of confusion. We don't. And that's the reason why I was like, oh, we're never coming back here. We were there for I was like, oh, this is great. We're never coming back.
Marcus with the grabber things. For you. Now.
I was like,
Got your book bag, your Bible, your belongings.
yeah. People like to claim, no,
Leave the prayer card right there. Don't even touch that.
right. Don't wave to her. I don't want, Don't say,
Don't wave.
don't stand up when they ask for visitors. They don't need to know about us.
You don't need to greet her. Don't
Yeah.
ask about her week.
Nah, I don't want them to maybe find us after this. Let's go.
Oh,
You know, because women get real excited. Did God know a little bit of Jesus? He showed up to church? Psh, that's when that wop get wop. That's when it happens. He in church, he prayed. Did you
In
see?
church?
He put money in the offering. He put his
You
own
cannot
money.
have no WAP in the sanctuary.
Women get the wop. Listen, he put his own money. He didn't ask nobody for cash. He put his own money in the offering.
He
And
said
he
he
prayed.
got his own money.
Yes. When they prayed, he put his hands up. This is it. This is
Oh, worship
That's
will
a
get
wrap.
that WAP going.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I done
100%.
listen, you be masculine with the worship. You know, you got to be strong with the.
yeah.
God
be
forbid
like-
you tear up. You shed a tear. It's
Oh,
over.
he gave his heart to God.
They like.
He gonna give that peen to me.
They're like, all right, come on,
This
come
woman.
on, boy. Come on. Over the pew. Get up in here. Get up in here. That is it.
I give myself away.
I'm telling you. I've told Marcus, don't you even worship the Lord while we here. Don't you dare. Don't you let the Spirit move you. Because they going to be trying to move on you. He over here trying to pray. Put your hands down. Keep your eyes open while we praying. I don't want them to even think that you know how to talk to the Lord.
Don't you worship the Lord at church? Put it down.
Put it down. Keep your eyes open. Fiddle with your phone. Pretend like you watching a game.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Right. Go to sleep up in here. Yeah.
Pastor,
No.
like, everybody praise God right now. Marcus, I wish you would.
Right.
I wish you would
I wish.
praise God at all.
Not at one.
You ain't getting no deliverance.
No. Stay
Okay.
bound up.
Praise him if you want. Praise him if you want.
You're going to be asking for a healing afterwards because I'm going to bust you upside your throat. Yeah, no. So I said, when we were at Onesie, I was like, because I can already see. I had to go to church with a little bit older people. Yeah. That way he could freely worship. But not at Onesie. Not at Onesie.
Angel, you are out of your... I mean this in the utmost of like compliment.
Thank you.
Criminally insane. You are out of your mind. I have not met my match. Angel, you are freaking... I'd be like, girl, you put her leg up, John.
That's what they did.
She said the church
Swung
gives
it up.
you what? I don't.
They do. You know, you used to be
know.
there. You used to be there. That's the only reason why you know how to play the piano. Was for the
Oh,
girls.
them drummers. This could be you, girol.
Beat all on that.
Beating them down.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in El Paso during the summer of '99. I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was. Yeah, girl. They be like, dang, look at it. That could be you. What you?
I hate when you say the summer of '99.
Oh, I was out here. Cash Money Records was taking over, and so was I. Rough Riders Anthem was out. I was out here sinning
I believe it.
on a
yes.
bus.
Oh Lord.
You know how bad you gotta have to sin to transfer? I'm gonna get off here. Then I got to take the number 8.
Yeah.
I got to
There's no conviction. I hear you, Lord.
I want the bus
I'm getting
for
to
2.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get
You
some.
sinning in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Like, God, I'm out here bad at 2:17. Judge Judy is on. I'm committing sin.
I am doing the do. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I understand. All the foulness that happened in church. And that's what makes church just more than church. It's the best entertainment.
And that's why they say it was our community. It was our whole thing. Like, especially when I was really young, like in El Paso, that was literally all of our friends, all of our family. It was everything church. Actually, probably my whole life. But as I grew, I started to have my own friends outside of church. But what happened in the church was like,
It was everything.
it was leaving church. This Greenleaf, the reason that show's so successful because people done live that stuff.
Yeah, they had to be the prodigal, leave.
Yeah,
and then come
pastor
back.
wife died. He married. Y'all old.
Yeah,
You remarried?
remarried.
She
quick.
was young at 63. Like, you got you a young one. How's she a young 63? He's 78.
Oh, I remember girls getting pregnant, hiding their pregnancy until they were like 6-7 months.
Angel.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
I'd be like, how the heck did she do that?
And it's crazy because we would be having like so many conversations, but none of this would ever be like out in the open.
Right.
You know, you'd be after church dinners, you go, oh, here you come. Yeah, no, hey, how your mama doing? Yeah. You know why she came over here.
Right.
Oh, it was the best. It was the best. Man.
It was definitely it was everything
You
I
can't
needed
have
to
good
be.
drama on Zoom church.
No.
I mean, Gary did his best.
Listen, he said I got to bring back that
He's
old
keeping it
time
alive.
feeling. Yeah. He said got to do something because this is just way too easy.
Man.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunately sometimes a toxic environment, but I'm gonna tell you, when you're young and those things kind of slide off of you, it's so entertaining.
Oh yeah, it was better. You could, if you wrote the truth, people would think you were lying.
Exactly.
I remember the one time we had a dude he had got out of jail, and he was in the finance team, and he was stealing the money. Pastor was trying to like help people that got out of jail. So we was having a meeting. It was like, he stole the money. He was like, well, he came from jail.
Well,
what did you, I mean, who's the dumb one?
Yeah, right. It's
He
you.
went to jail for money laundering and you put him over the money?
That makes no sense. Well, he was good with money. I mean,
of course he was good.
oh,
That
our
was a
people would
genius.
go to jail. Like you were getting people from jail. Ours would, y'all know why he ain't playing on the organ no more. He got 10 years. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, he did. He armed robbery. Yep.
Oh,
yes. Oh, it's always the best.
Erica said, I came back with the whole 6-month child. What pregnancy?
What pregnancy you talking about? Who was pregnant? Who was pregnant? You can't sit me down now. The child's already here. Yeah. Nothing like it.
All right, guys. I've had enough of Angel Lakita Moore Tanks as the actress. This woman is crazy.
Glad I get to play. This is
I
fun.
mean, I be laughing for real.
Same
in this
ditto,
podcast.
sir. It also directed
Man.
towards Josh. Y'all be having me cracking up.
Whew. So thank y'all for tuning in. Patreon fam, we will see you Friday.
Yep.
Thank you for your support. It compensates Angel, takes care of the team, pays with these lights. It's going to pay for this new content that we get to do.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to y'all. The rest of y'all, we will see you next Wednesday. I just thought about what you said about Tank again. I'm like, God, you made her this way.
He did.
The Lord was like, okay. I wonder if God be like, okay, Angel, I mean, enough, girl.
I don't know, but I'm so glad he made me this way.
I'm so glad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. See y'all next week.